Okay, this is a quick video just to show how you remove the driver's seat on a Fiat Ducato. What I want to do is change the leisure batteries underneath the seat. So the first thing we've got to do is remove the seat. So I'll just show you first where the fittings are. So these are the tools that you'll need for the job. A good ratchet, ratchet handle. You'll need two sockets. This one is a 20mm socket. Millimeter socket, and you'll also need a 13mm socket. You'll need a torque wrench, what was it, torque socket, and this one is a T40. Okay, and these are for the obviously for the bolts that hold the seat. Screwdriver, posi drive is, although I've used a Phillips screwdriver. Undo these three screws here and remove the panel that goes around the hammer. So that's the screws out. Make a note of the screws. One's short, one's long. I think the long one was the bottom one, or anyway. Okay, then we pull that. This is now fixing like that, and then we carefully remove the hammock. So there we are. It's worth videoing all this just so that you get it to go back in the right way. Okay, and there's the two batteries that we're going to be changing. So to undo this plug, you pull that lever back and then pull it apart. So I'm holding my phone, but you literally put your thumb on that, pull that like that to unlock it, and then these just pull apart. Where it all goes, so that's it there, and then we're going to push it up. There we go. So that's up into that cavity there. So we're ready now to start taking off these bolts. So it's this bolt here. Just here is where the actual stud is with the nut on the back of it. I think it's a 13 amp. I think it's a 13mm nut. So we need a 13mm socket on that side, and then there's another one there on this side. So we're going to take them off. Make a note of what bolt comes from where, because there are some raised ones which act as stops. If you put it in the wrong place, then you'll probably twist the seat halfway and it will jam. Okay, so just make a note of it. It's worth videoing it, just to be absolutely sure that you get it right. Screw. They're all basically posi drive or Phillips. I'll have a look in a second and see what they are, I'm sure. Okay, they are posi drive. And then so there's a long one at the top, because that one literally acts like a clip. So it's a clip that goes through, and this is what locks the clip. That's just a straightforward standard self-tapper which goes into metal. Okay, so undo those, and then you'll have to pull it out of that clip, which is a bit stiff like that. So that's what I mean by a clip. So basically the screw is opening up this, and that's what's locking it. There's probably was a screw in it. I think somebody may have taken this apart. There seems to be, there was a screw in that one, but the previous engineer didn't replace those. So very naughty. In fact, if we look on this side, yeah, there they are. So I'm going to put, I'll replace those two self-tappers that they didn't put back in. Okay, so swivel the seat round so it faces back into the motorhome, away from the steering wheel, and you will now expose the first two screws, well, first two bolts. One bolt here, and this is a stud with a nut on it. So we're going to first undo the stud. And the thing with this stud is this is what actually locates the whole seat. So we'll undo these first, and then we'll also do these up last at the end of the job. Well, it's a bit fiddly, but not too hard. There you go. So there's two of these, one from that stud. You see the stud's been welded on, then there's one on the other side there. So we're going to do that one next, then we'll do these two bolts, and then we'll start working our way to the back. Okay, that's the second stud nut. That one. Okay. And this one here. From the driver's door, you need to get this one. A bit too much of a pain to sort of lean across. Okay. Okay, so that's the stud done. The bolt out there, the bolt out there. This the stud nut off of there, and this is the lead cable tied out of the way for lifting. So all we've got to do is the final earth lead straight off the battery. I'm assuming it's off the battery. I'm not gonna. I could release it from this way, but we have to get really in deep then. And all these nuts here, they're all basically security marked. So if I was to undo that one, which is going to be a pain anyway, I'm going to disturb all that. So I'm going to leave all that, and we're going to go to get this at the other end, and hopefully it's a nice straightforward. Okay. The other thing that I've done is I've taken away the actual table, so I've got somewhere to put the chair, and I put a mat down just so I can sit it on there so it doesn't damage the floor, because there will be those two studs will protrude and I don't want them to scratch the floor in any way. So now we're going to get the back fixings. Now there's 4 fixings, 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. These are the 2 very easy ones, so we're going to get those first. It's pretty straightforward. So we'll undo those. There's 2. Okay. So the next 2 are going to be a bit more tricky, but you've got an inspection hole to actually get at these. One is a straightforward bolt like the other ones, but the other's a special bolt. Now what we have to do is we have to swivel the seat round to get access to those. So in that position there, that little hole there lines up with that. So not absolutely sure if that's got a, it might need a spanner on that, but the other one should be straightforward. Okay, I don't think there's any other way of getting to it. It doesn't become, yeah, so it's got to be through that hole. The first one was a little bit annoying. I couldn't actually get it through that hole, so I basically, I've loosened it, and now I've put it to one side, and I suspect it's a very short, it seems to be the same size as the others. So the last bolt is actually a 20mm socket. Now this is the one with the 20mm socket will actually undo it. So you basically put it through the hole, locate it, and that's all there is to it. You loosen it and it should be finger tight now. So let's have a look at this one. So this is the stopper. As I say, it's a 20mm socket needed, and the socket will go over the top bit and locate into there, so it's nice and easy. And that's the last one. So the seat now is completely, or should be completely loose. Well, really annoyingly, I've just pulled the earth lead and the earth lead wasn't actually connected. So whoever fitted the second battery didn't actually put the earth back on for the upper seat. I'm going to make sure that when I put it back, it will be on that battery. But it makes it a bit easier for me taking it off, but not very good. Okay, so we're all ready now to put it away. It's all loose, so I just got to manhandle it. And as I say, I've cleared an area here, so I'm going to put it there, and then those studs hopefully won't damage the floor when I put it on that mat. Okay, wish me luck. So that's it, all off, and the batteries are now exposed, ready to be removed. That's how you get the seat out of any Fiat Ducato. They're all basically the same. It looks a bit daunting, but it's a simple job. Hope you enjoy this video, and if you want to see any of my other videos re motorhomes and motorhome maintenance, then please subscribe.